This is one of my favorite smells. This is definitely reminds me of my grandma's house. You walk in there and it smells like toasted chiles. Hello, my name is Gustavo Romero, and today we're gonna make a salsa roja. This is the version of the cooked red salsa. You can add it into soups, and you can add it into your enchiladas, or you can just eat it with some chips. The reason that I like this salsa is because of the depth of flavor that the dried chiles give you. You still get some of the fresh tomato. In the combination of the two, the spice and the freshness, it makes for a really good salsa. We're gonna start by cutting our vegetables. We're gonna place them on a baking tray, and then we're gonna bake them at 350 degrees. What's gonna do is it's gonna make the tomato skin crispy so we can remove it, and you have a smoother salsa, and it's gonna cook the vegetables, so it's gonna make it easy to mash while we put them into the molcajete. We're gonna put them in the oven. While we have our vegetables in the oven cooking, we're gonna add our dried chiles into the comal to toast them. So we're gonna use chile negro and morita pasilla. It's definitely a variation of the salsas. You can add also fresh chiles. It depends on what you're looking for, spice-wise and flavor-wise. This time we're just gonna do it with dried chiles. The reason that we toast them is just to help develop the oils, and then it makes it easier to hydrate. You don't wanna burn them because they will get bitter. So you just wanna get them a little toasty. You can also take the veins out if you don't like the spice. For this recipe, we're gonna keep them. You can start to see they become a little more pliable, not as stiff as they were when they were dry. When they're nice and toasty, we're gonna add them into our water. We'll let it soak for about 30 minutes to an hour. They should be fully hydrated and ready to mash. All right, so we have our vegetables fully roasted and our chili is hydrated. And then we're gonna start adding it into the molcajete and then mashing it. For this one, we're gonna start with the chiles and the garlic. We don't want big chunks of any of these things, so we're gonna mash them first, then we're gonna add the onion. We're gonna take out the skins. The reason that we take the skins is so we have a little smoother consistency in the salsa, and then we're just gonna continue to mash. Rest of our tomatoes. We're gonna add a little bit of oregano, salt and pepper to finish. I like to use oregano. It's really good for digestion. When you use dried chiles, some people tend to have acid reflux, and the oregano is a great digestive. It helps you. Also, the bitterness helps balance the spice. Something that you can do to strain the flavor in the salsa is you can refry it. At Nixta, we use a little bit of lard. We get the lard really hot, and then we refry the salsa. It just intensifies the flavor. It gives you a little thicker consistency and prolongs the flavor. Now we're gonna try it. It's one of those flavors that it really reminds you home. Really good salsa.